Hello and welcome. Yeah, I was tweaking, but I didn't want to leave you out for too long. But sometimes I like to just. This is not perfect. This is one of those where you've got to compromise a little bit because there really isn't space for, I don't think, any shed. All the sheds that you could put are little tiny ones that really. This is for the. Yeah, I would like a permanent home for the forage harvester, and sort of bit of a compromise because I really don't think that we could get anything else in. So yeah, it's with V mode. It's hiding partially in the hedges and that type of stuff. A little tiny bit of compromise where it comes through a little bit, whereas in real life, you as I said, that it is true. As good as the tools are, there has got to be sometimes compromises because you can't always make something work properly. So it's sort of a little bit. Yeah, I leveled it a little. That's fairly good at the back. As I said, in real life, you build it slightly smaller. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be that exact amount, but in Farming Simulator, it does. So yeah, there's a bit of sort of goes through there a little. I would have liked to have done it less, but then it would have gone on the field. So it's one of those things. That's the worst, and there's that there. So it sort of sticks out a little. I don't know that this. I suppose it could sort of. I think it's is it the 100 that's a little bit. Yeah, sort of. I suppose actually we could really have gone. No, it's got to be a bit bigger. Yeah, something like that. We know it's there, but what I'm trying to say is if you were passing now, it wouldn't see it. It's quite good. I just would like to. Don't mind leaving the trailer on the side because that's not definitely not going to fit in. But this it is quite tall by Omatana. It's quite a nice sort of shed, and it just seems that if this is going to be up here, it's got a proper place. Yeah, it's saying it is big. I've used this on Let's Plays. I mean, hopefully it's far harvesters, and this really would be the other ideal thing. Wow, it's bigger than you think. I mean, really is. There's a lot of space in there. It's a bit horrible there. I had to sort of, otherwise it would have been rising up by about 2 foot on that. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Though. It's only trouble, isn't it, when you're using with the new zoom, it seems to zoom in too quickly, and then all of a sudden you can't sort of see. Let's just try a little tiny bit of softening. But I've got to be careful not to go too close to the. Or it's gonna go from underneath, which we don't really want. Yeah, like that. It's beginning to already. I think what we need to is actually. Yeah, it won't let me do it. It might do. No. With this, it's because you're in nothing. The game is quite sort of specific. There's nothing for me to rise against. So you need to sort of it's a bit like, yeah, I've done this a few times. Building underneath a bridge, you have to start somewhere where you can, and then you move gradually, and then all of a sudden you've got options that you didn't have before. Let's just try and level from that level. So yeah, it actually does. Yeah, it's a sort of. Let me sort of do it from this side, a little tiny bit of raise. I know it doesn't really, in a way. It does look. No, it won't let you do it. That's where I need to be, and it's like saying no. I suppose we could sort of again. Let's use let's use the same little bit of a trick. Do it now. Okay. That'll do. It's yeah. I don't think we're ever going to get it perfect, but that will do nicely. So we are in the month of July. What is going to be ready next? I think. What is it? I think it's canola, and I think it's going to be in the morning. I do. I think it's. No, it's not. That looks like it's weird because canola is ready, sort of thing, on this map. This has got an unusual. thing that I'm not used to. It's quite amazing. You sort of see these Northern Ireland. What? No, not Northern Ireland. It's Ireland. I don't know that it's north. It could be south. It could be southern. It could be air. So yeah, who knows? I should have done a little research. Really, I should get better at that. Right. So canola, yeah, it starts this time now. I can't remember whether we were quite late. I remember we were in the last month of canola. We did it in October, so we probably could be September. Right, so then, it's time for us to, I think yeah, I don't think there was anything. Yeah, I think we did have the VQR platform, and I've forgotten. As I say, there's always little things. We bought from, brand new again, so I'm sure that's exactly what we paid the first time. But it's too big for the map, so this time I'm gonna say no because it just doesn't suit the map. Yeah, it's just let's rest through till tomorrow morning. And let's just check though, first of all, that our animals are completely happy, that I think they are, but let's just do it on camera so as we can see. Yeah, so milk's back up to 3,000 litres. Wow, amazing. Right, so then sleep till it is indeed 8 o'clock. One the last time. Yes, the year is a turning. It's almost, yeah, where summer's beginning to think about autumn. Wow, 2009, nearly 3 million. I never thought we would get that. Not on hard economy. We haven't got anything really big, have we? Because that's a right cracking. The thing is, we've actually got, and I know that you can put silage additive in that, so that's sort of quite an amazing sort of thing. But we've already got it sort of, haven't we? When you consider we've already got the fluffy mods. I wonder if a worker can use that though. Oh wow, it's got the option for free. Oh, including the 0 and 5,000. Okay, well I think we're going to do it. Yes, I do. Why not? We don't need a front loader. It is a very good price though. We haven't got any classes. No, we haven't. And it would look a little odd, that colour on any other sort of thing. So let's get cracking, let's get some work done. Gonna do my normal, yeah, let's get this done quickly so it's not faffing around. Oh, of course we don't need to worry about storage limits now. Yeah, right, let's get cracking. Oh, we didn't again. Oh, we did. Yeah, the water's starting to go again. Right, anyway, let's get cracking. Yeah, the sea guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming up the time, lads. I am a little confused with the camper. I know, I mean, I've used it before, but I've only ever used it with the. I'm sure there's a header that you can attach. Obviously, it's all of the forage harvester headers will attach, but none of them have the ability to do straw. Not the actual forage harvester headers. I mean, there's these grass pickups. I'm sure there's one of these that I've not got in anymore. It was a bit sort of cheaty. It turned it to oh, chaff. Yeah, that's the word. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out. Right, let's. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to pop out, literally pop out. I'm going to leave you viewing this while I pop out of the game, and I'm going to have a look and see if I can't drop it in the mod pod, but I can at least download it just to see while this is doing this. Like, yeah, if I can sort of see it. So, in fact, I should have kept my mouth shut because you wouldn't have known I can't really. Right, yeah. It's true, I have used this trick a few times when going down for breakfast. If you've got something like this going and you're like in the middle of a field, I don't do it often. Yeah, I did it on Rombos, had monster fields that would have taken you like 3/4 of an hour per field, so you're like, oh, right, okay, well, I've got 10 minutes, let's go and have breakfast and then we'll pop back. So that's how often I do it. It's just certain times or situations like this where you really need to find something out. I'm sure there's one with a straw, so I'm going to just pop out, and I'm going to have to put up with the fact that it does it to chaff instead of like straw, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll see you shortly. Right, I'm back. Got it. It does let you put in the mods folder, but obviously you got to tick the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording for a minute, and I'm going to be right back. See you shortly. Right, I haven't started everyone's engines, but I've started the harvester, and that's cracking on. What I'm going to do is we're going to just do a little bit of testing. I'm not sure. It should work. Not with this. It's not powerful enough, really. But oh no, I think it's what we've got. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I've not started your engine, have I? Right, let's pull this out a little bit more so that the harvester can sort of get to it. Oh, it has done already. Let's leave this here, and we're going to go grab the 70 tonner next door in the next field. And we're give this a bit of a test. We'll lease it to begin with. I'm sure it works. There aren't many. I say it is true that obviously Giants did originally allow this, you know, like you're picking up straw, but I'm not sure if this gives everything the ability to. I can't remember. I'm not sure if I've ever tried this, really. Yeah, but you can only. I was thinking that it's got the comfort wheels because it looks a bit hard because obviously it's heavy. It is a heavy tractor, though, I've got to be honest. So that of all tractors, it possibly could cope with this. The whale. I wouldn't like to. Me personally, I think it would really sort of wreck it a bit. Yeah, I like the idea of the comfort wheels. Let's try it. Yeah, because obviously it's one of the last things in this pack. I can't remember if you got to put the comfort wheels on first. Oh, these do that. I saw the straw mark. One of them's got the ability to pick. Oh, okay. I thought I saw straw. I obviously didn't. It was what I wanted to see. Yeah, it's not that. Here we go. This is the Universal by AAA Modding. Oh, it does still only show grass. So I picked straw up with it. So whether this has been changed, it does actually do the crone. We are the 11.8, I think. It's actually got a header trailer as well. We're going to lease you for beginning. Let's just see how silly this looks. We're sort of going to have to attach it straight away, aren't we? I would imagine the little header trailer disappears then, I can imagine. That DD mod fashions. I haven't seen this since. Oh, you just like fold and unfold. Does that look too ridiculous? I mean, it has got a little. It's sort of. I don't know. No, it doesn't really rest on the ground, does it? Let's try. Let's grab the comfort wheels as well. Let's just see, because I think it is at this point you actually put them in. So I think you could use either of the comfort wheels, but obviously it's got its own. That's support wheel. Is it actually? Is it its own? No, I think it has. I'm sure it's got its own support wheel. This is a lot bigger. Here we go. I think the normal one works. I'm sure I've actually tried this. No, let's lease it, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Simple as that. Now then, that's typical. Because this is very. I like the idea of this, but I'm not sure it'll remind myself. Yeah, I think it's actually. We might need to get rid of the header first. I don't know. I think it sort of fits. Let me just look at this. Is it the other way around? Does it go backwards? I've only ever done this once, a long time ago. Okay, and I don't think you have your header up. It might be backwards. Is how would you get it on? Makes no sense at all. Does it get lowered on? Let's just pull this on as well. Just does not look right. Looks like you've got to lower it on, something like that. Okay. In fact, yeah, let's. Right. This is a conundrum that I'm going to stop the cameras for a minute and see if I can figure this one out. And imagine, yeah, sometimes it's true. You may all know how to. Do you drop it from the other side? I don't think we can actually do that. We would probably. I know it was weird. I remember, but it's such a long time ago. It's right back at Neverland that I did this. I could have sworn it was that way. I think it needs to be done with a, yeah, telehandler, I would say. If it is that way, which I'm not sure it is. Apologies for the menu. Let's just have a go. It's not going to take as long in like the worker, it won't. Sort of does look like that thing. Slot like catches it though. Looking at this, I know you're trembling at the straps, I know. It'll be over soon, honest. I don't think that's what it's going to do. So there's no way you can grab it. The wheel definitely goes to the front. No. Okay. Well, so does it just need lowering the other way? That might be the case. But then I can't see if that is the case on how that actually slots together. I wonder if we can do that. Let's see, can we? No, we can't. Alright, smashing. So, that was a bust. So do we do it the up way? As in, like, yeah, but that's the same way that we did it. Yeah, but I'm just thinking it's height. It is the same way we did it with the tractor, really. But is it a height thing that you need to like gently lower it, and then the tractor grabs it, as in from a height? It's the only thing. Well, it's the only way. Really, there's only two ways it can go. It looks very much like it goes the other way. But is it something like? Let's have a go. Yeah, with it sort of being partially suspended. A bit like an engine hoist. And if it doesn't, then I'm at a loss. I'll have to look at YouTube to sort of tell me how do I do this. Meanwhile, the harvester is trundling along nicely. And I would imagine soon it's going to finish the field. And we're still faffing around. There's lower. Will, but nothing's happening. Is it? I don't know. It's got to have a header on it. I remember that much. It's got to, and it only makes sense in a way that that is that way, that it supports this. Yeah, I mean the little clasps have got to go underneath this, so it does sort of make sense that it gets lowered onto that bar. But then, since not necessarily always the case, is it really? You can see the little attacher thing is. So then if we now go, see the little clips and everything, so I think it's just, but how do you grab it then if that is true? That is actually very true. I know I struggled with it last time on Neverland. Because it makes no sense because you can't get the header past that. But I think it's more about, that's why I say I don't think it's to do with the header. It's more about... And if it was meant to sort of slip in and like, it would let you do it, and it's not. So okay, let's it's a bust. We're like literally losing time to get the straw up. So do you know something? I've lost the will to live with this thing. Yes, we'll just grab it as is, and it'll happen. It's just going to be like one of those things that's going to look a bit messy. And I will look this up so that next time I can actually do it. And because it is sort of hovered above the ground, so it is a little bit not as I'd like it. Yeah, you can lower it. I mean, in my defence, with this particular tractor, I might well get away with it. It is a bit of a beast, but we also know the front 3-foot links are not that nice, really. Yeah, they're really not very terribly strong. So this is an adaptation, which of course it is. That's true. I think we can get through the gate easily. Yeah, 6.2 metre. This is a 3.6. It is a bit. No, I was going to say I wasn't sure if I've got the. There's trouble with chatting. Your concentration's only half. Yeah, the grass is like second growth stage. I might for once cut it. Oh, we can repair it. It's at 70% as well. It'll be alright till about 50 odd. It shouldn't not function properly. We are running out of time, that's what I'm thinking. Right, so then, let's just see. I'm sure I've done this on... It was Netherlands, actually, where I used this. We actually got this in a drop, like we have just done with this one morning in the sales, and I thought, okay, well, let's have a go. I did figure out the camper. It was a really weird. I thought, oh, okay, well I didn't expect that to work, but yeah, I'm gonna have to look. It's not terribly obvious, or at least not to myself anyway. What I was gonna say, I'm gonna like spray down. So. The trouble, we've got a wide header, not much swing space. Yeah, we have to do a bit of a paint scrape job, I think. So we're not actually picking straw. Is that a power thing? Is it that I've not got that lowered? Well, that doesn't seem to be working to me, personally. No, it's a bust. It is. Still, we have got one already. That's why I was unsure as to how this would, unfold. Is it a power thing? I'm sure I've used that. No, but I've used it on a forage harvester. But that is the point, actually. We have got a forage harvester. Should we just, like, cut to the chase? I did it with a tractor. I did it with the 886 horsepower tractor. Admittedly, it could be that there isn't quite enough power in this. Although it's a big tractor, you think. It's not necessarily. Oh, also, it's got the chrome. Imagine it was working. We saw that working. So it's not that simple. Right, let's grab the chrome. Let's let's get some work done. Philip, are you? No, you are actually. It's a little bit. So let's grab this and see, does this do it? Because we have got one. It does seem a little bit silly, to not worry about it. It's got the right fitting, so if it's gonna pick straw up, it's gonna pick straw up. But I didn't think these were allowed anymore to pick straw up, which is why I was trying the Lakertech, because I thought that was it's a bit of a cheeky thing if I remember right. Yeah, when I did pick straw up, it was with that. So, and it was with the pickup. But we will give it a shot. I didn't think it was allowed to. I don't think any of the were allowed to do straw, and Giant seemed to be fairly adamant about that. Perhaps it would give them a bit of a... I would imagine it's probably because they can't do it in real life, in which case it sort of makes Giants... People would sort of say, well, it's a bit unprofessional, you can't do it in real life, and it makes them sort of a bit of a laughing stock. So, I mean, as in like professionally. So it was perhaps that in the early days it was just a game, and then obviously over time it's become, they sort of want a bit more realism than they used to have before, so therefore they don't do it anymore. It's possible. Which still begs the question, how do we get it to work with straw? I don't think we do. We've got the belt system by Fluffy Mods. Why do we particularly care? Oh, that is going to be a nasty... It is. I think what you ought to go straight ahead. It's a bit of a like a... Is it a 360, 180? It's a bit of a nasty turn. Let's just leave it like that. Right, so I think our Philip has pretty much just got half of a row left. So I think we're just gonna... We'll get the straw up next time. I will go loose. It does make sense, and I think I'll use the Valzelli because it is a really good at getting in and out of these tough gates, even though it's a biggie. I think we'll do the last row. Now it is strange that although I give this that extra 50 horsepower, it's still stuck at 6 miles an hour, so I'm not sure what speed it does. Whether that's the speed, it doesn't feel, it did feel with the original 306 horsepower a little underpowered. It doesn't anymore. It's hard to sort of say what I mean. It sort of did feel as if it was sort of struggling, but now it feels like it's about right, but it's still... It's only doing 6 miles an hour, so it might be that it's the twin screws thing, that it's a little bit slow, but it works. I mean, when I say a little bit slow, I only mean in the harvesting, because it's definitely not slow travelling. It's 31 miles an hour. It's just, other than the Colossus, probably the fastest harvester in the game. I think the Lexians are 20 something. I mean, unless they're the Colossus Lexian, in which case they're much bigger. Yeah, I was going to say this patch here where I remember we planted it and went right. Right. Just check any little corner swishers. Yes, I think it would have struggled with the 13.7. I think we definitely would have needed the like 400 horsepower touch. So a lot of these, that's what I was saying about these little toughs have wasted. Take us forever to do it, but we'll do some of these bigger ones. We'll show willing. So you get really light to weight, but all these little tiny ones, you're going to have to do the entire edge of the field all over again to actually get them. And as I've always said about the corner swishes, I always, still to this day, it's more about respect for the harvest than it is about getting the 10 or 15 litres. Sometimes more, depends on what the crop is. And I mean, these little swishes are little. It's probably about 10 litres in all of the corner swishes. When they're this tiny, it's just you don't like wasting crop. It's not about like what you're going to get, because I would imagine you probably, cash-wise, going to break even for the fuel, because these are guzzlers. Roll across the field and it's cost you £2, or in this case €2. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So I say it's weird, this zigzaggy field thing. I've seen it on another map as well. Yes, it's been nice. I was looking at the TPS. It's funny when you know something. This is like my last Let's Play of FS22, as far as I'm aware. It's sort of like you begin to look at the equipment that you're going to miss, because you know And it's funny, but you might laugh, but the TPS is important to me. It's one of those things that I'm like, yeah, Sariga did a really good job with it. But I remember the first time I was ready to curse it. I did curse it sort of thing. I was like, yeah, because it fell over. I kept putting bales on it, and it's got a learning curve. I've always said that when I use it. And I still sometimes forget, and I'll put things on it, and it's just go down the side. We've got to go down this way anyway. It's our next fields are all open down by the farm, aren't they? That's brilliant. It's going to take a while to do that. Let's have a look what we've got in there. I say we'll get the straw up with the Balzelli, I think. Let's just grab that, drop that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can grab this. Although it is a bit of a struggle for it, but this is our second biggest tractor. So, oh, it's not actually. No, the fence is 230 horses. Yeah, just wanted to show you before we scoot on how much we have got, because this is the only field of canola. What else was in the sales? Ah, that's right. Yeah, I was thinking about the Stalkbuster. But obviously, as we've seen, you're not allowed to grab straw with a forage. But I mean, you're not really doing it with a forage. That's what I'm sort of saying. It was moving slightly backwards. If it is, it's almost imperceptible. Right, 50,728 litres of canola. I'll get this. We'll do this next time. I think take everything off the field, and we could do the header on the trailer right now. That's why I came back. Yeah, we might. Hey, let's just see if we can do it without anything being attached. Sure, and then I'm gonna then I'm gone. Yeah, it's been a real blast having this as our. It's also very reasonable when you consider how it is. I mean, obviously it does start to get, when you start to do your engines, well, it does on any harvester. So yeah, that's it. It does sort of let you a little bit of like, but it's because the field's a little uneven actually on this one. Might not let me. Got to try and get, otherwise it looks silly. Yeah, I need to get a little bit closer, I think. Otherwise it looks daft. Yeah, now it's because it's uneven. Got to sort of stay on the trailer to make this work, which I can't really do. I did think this is what would happen. Right, there we go. That's going to be a little tricky to grab. Let's put some straps on, otherwise it's going to push the header straight off. Right, okay, let's see, can we do it? Let's put that pipe away. I shall send that lot back. So I might have a look though at the. I know on Neverland I did it, but it may be that it was the horsepower of the tractor was 886 horsepower. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't think what we've got. I'm sure I did straw with it. The Universal. Let's have a quick look because it's in now. So yeah, it's weird. And this shows that it does do straw, but then it doesn't do straw. And then it shows that everything, the chaff and all the rest of it. So, but all of these are only allowed grass, even the special ones later on. So the one we've got is, I mean, these are, again, grass pickups. Is it Skywalker Farms one? They're all shown in a grass though, but that doesn't necessarily mean so's that. So houses, The universal pickup here, again, only shows grass. So, well, I mean, the ones that are special are obviously, these are, yeah, they're one by, it's like that one. Here we go, by Pepe. Yeah, that's again, it really is a little bit cheeky because somehow Giants let them him get away with that one. So yeah, it is what it is, right? So that's where we're going to leave it. 50 odd thousand litres, let's say tons, 50,000 litres of canola off this beautiful large field. Well, I think it's one of our largest. I think it's about equal. No, it's bigger. It is. It's 4.12 to 3.55. So it's similar though. We've also got 16 to do too. So two, because we all know obviously it's not the best of like yields, is it? Yeah. So we're going to grab the straw off loose, and I haven't forgotten about the bales. I just thought I'd do one big straw event at the end. Yeah, now if this was FS25, I might like not do that because I might lose some straw to a wandering tornado. But yeah, I'll go with what I'm allowed to do at the present. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.